Hello, interior design students. It's Maureen Curry. I'm back again. We are in week 8 of the course, midway, mid-semester. It's pretty moving along very rapidly. I want to say thank you to all of you who have submitted your museum visit reports. They've been very dynamic. Some people are reporting on furniture, lighting, some decorative objects. A person has gone to the Green and Greenhouse in Pasadena to observe the arts and crafts treatments within that particular residence. The Getty, some students have gone to the Getty Center in Los Angeles. They've looked at the Louis XV furnished rooms, which are all the wonderful designs from that period. Some have gone to the Huntington Library, seen American art there and furnishings. Some have gone to the Mission San Juan Capistrano. A few have gone to the Orange County Courthouse, which is a Gothic Revival architecture. So we have a lot of resources for museum visits right near us, although some have gone to Los Angeles. Either way, I think that you've found that it's been a rewarding experience to go and see these different styles firsthand. I also want to go back to looking at the aesthetic movement to point out that we should be reading the pages, all the pages in Canvas, and when you cover them, be sure and look at the images and get an idea of how important having beautiful furnishings and rooms that are just so full of beautiful objects, how pleasing that was to the people at the time and still is for us. So we'll go back to the modules again. I want to point out in week 8, there's going to be quiz number 2. There's a study guide for quiz number 2. If you go over the terms, recommended points to study, you should do just fine in the test. So be sure and take the quiz by Sunday midnight, and it's right here in the module 8. Also, don't forget that on Thursday midnight, the discussion board will be due. You can see here we have 2 videos on the aesthetic movement. So after you watch the videos, you can formulate your initial response to the discussion board for the week, submit that by Thursday, and then go back in before Sunday night and respond to 2 other students' input to keep the discussion going. It's really important that we interact with each other and learn from each other on the discussion boards. I want to address that some students have been a little concerned about the museum visit report and the oral presentation, and I highly recommend you make some kind of video presentation. It's a good learning experience how to use the technology and how to come up with designing a presentation. You might have to do this where you send a presentation to a client sometime. We have pictures of furnishings or room designs or exterior elements of architecture, or just for a learning experience. So I highly recommend that you do that portion of the report. I mean, you can always put up a PowerPoint if you really get frustrated, but I highly recommend that you learn to make a voiceover of your PowerPoint. There's some suggested ways to capture voice with a PowerPoint in the week assignment week when the report is due, but I just want to point out that I like using Screencast-O-Matic. It's a free software which you can get download for free, and you're allowed to up to 15 minutes you can make a video, but you don't need that much. But it's pretty easy to use. I'm going to give you a little excerpts from a video here, so let's see if it'll go forward for us.
Recorder on your screen. Before we record, let's go over the controls. In the record box, you'll find several options. Clicking on screen allows you to record anything within the recording frame. Clicking on webcam allows you to record you. Clicking on both allows for the recording for both your screen and the webcam. Oftentimes this is used when someone wants to point out something on the screen but also wants to display his or her face. The maximum time for each recording is 15 minutes, which you'll notice here in max time. If you need more time, we suggest that you upgrade so that you can record for as long as you want. Next, you can adjust the size of your recording frame with preset sizes, from 480p, 720p, or the active window or full screen. You can also adjust the recording frame by dragging the sides or corners here. Next is narration. The Screencast-O-Matic app will detect standard microphones you have connected to your computer. You can choose an audio source by clicking on the options listed. The free recorder only captures narration. With an upgrade, you can include computer audio. By clicking on Preferences, you'll be able to personalize your own settings. You can set up hotkeys or shortcuts to some of our popular controls. I've already set up a web image of a world map to record. As you can see, I can move around the recorder frame. I can drag and drop the recorder frame to my desired size, or I can pick from these sizes here. When you hit record, you'll notice a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and the frame will turn from dotted black line to a red one, which indicates that you are recording. One of the features that I use often is the pause button. You can record and hit pause. This is great when you're showing different areas of your screen. In this case, I want to concentrate on this area of my screen. I set that up, and I hit the record button. When you look back at a recording, it looks like I went from one edit to another. You'll also notice these red lines here. This shows each time you've hit pause and record. You can go back and check that piece of video just by clicking anywhere on this bar. When you're done with your recording, just click Done. It will take you to the Video Manager. As part of the free recorder, you have the ability to trim the start or end of your recording. Just drag these bars to your desired length, and anything within this area will be saved or published. Let's turn to this menu here. If you upgrade, you'll be able to unlock powerful edit features with our video editor. You have the ability to the recording and just delete it altogether. You have the ability to add your own captions to your videos during the publish process. By clicking here on CC, you can choose to add your own captions by uploading a captions file. As part of, let's go over them. You can save your recording as a video file. You can choose either an MP4, AVI, or FLV video file. Fill out the file name. You can save your recording in a folder on your computer or laptop and hit Publish. The other option is to save on Screencast-O-Matic's hosting services. You can upload and get a link to share your recording. In order to do this, you'll need to sign up for an account or connect your existing one. If you haven't signed up already, it will direct you to create your own account. You can also sign up from our homepage. If you have a Google account, just click here to connect it. Otherwise, fill in this information and follow the steps to create your account. What you do is click on Launch Web Browser and follow the steps. Once that's all done, fill in the information and it will upload directly to your YouTube account. These are not the only options to save and publish your video. By clicking on this plus button, you'll see other options for publishing. There's so much that a deluxe...
So I hope these short video clips have given you an idea of what Screencast-O-Matic is like. I usually upload to YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, pretty easy to do. Or you could use Screencast-O-Matic and upload it that way. So I just want to encourage you to get started and thinking about practicing making videos. You'll learn how to do that. And I look forward to the reports and wish you best of luck for week 8. Take care. Bye.